Joe, thank you for joining us. Just talk us through your journey at the club so far. So you joined us you've come through the academy system, and obviously, as you know, you made your first team debut this year. Just talk a little bit about the journey you've had so far.
Yeah. So joined at 18, like the development system in Scam in Liverpool, and then just come through the system that way. So after 2 weeks I got brought up to the academy for a trial, and then done well on the trial, and then slowly progressed. So went from 8 to under 9s, and then as I was getting older started playing a couple of years up, and then yeah, like obviously with the academy progressing, like sometimes it was only the Astro over there and the grass pitch on top, and then as I've come through all over the bridge and all the grass pitches have come, yeah, so it's been nice to see that develop as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing you have seen a lot of development in, like you said, the actual grounds here and in your own personal development as well. Talk us through some of the people that have been influential in your journey. I know there's probably too many to mention, but...
Yeah, so obviously all my family and that, but at the staff here, the likes of Will Corley, Steve Carlin, and then obviously like Tony Philliskirk, and now the gaffer and stuff that's come in as well, and there's lots more, but Will Corley as a young one, like developed me as a person and player, to be honest, yeah. Steve Carlin also, and the likes of Matt Walsh and that are still here, and they still do, even though I'm training with the first team most of the time now, they still always there for a conversation, and if I want to do a bit more, they're always there for me, which is really good.
You mentioned being in and around the first team a lot there. How beneficial is that to you, and how much do you learn? I mean, I'm guessing there's players in that first team squad that you probably looked up to developing through the ranks here.
Yeah, definitely. Like Corky and Brownie, they've always been there, haven't they? So when I first come, I looked up to people like that when I was like 10, 12 and stuff. And now to be sharing the pitch with them, it's special, to be honest. And obviously Corky being captain, I learn a lot of him. Not even the way he plays, because obviously we all know what a player he is and that, but the way he leads people and the way he is around the building and that's really good. Like it's really like a learning curve for me to watch him and see what he does around the building, yeah. We
caught up with Charlie Casper earlier this week, and he was saying that when he's been training in and around the first team, it's felt a bit surreal for him, but then as soon as you get to know the lads, it's just like the normal people, if you will. I'm guessing that's the same for you.
Yeah, because obviously going in, like as a 16-year-old at the start, I was a bit like taken back by it at the start and like walking out to the pitch with them, but as soon as you get involved with the ball and that, you get used to it and stuff, and you get to see like they're actually just normal people, and a lot of people think that they're different, but they're not. They're genuine people.
It's one thing learning from your fellow players, isn't it? But I'm guessing there's a lot of learning to be done from yourself with Vincent Kompany, Craig Bellamy and the rest of the staff.
Yeah.
How influential are they to yourself?
Definitely, yeah. Like, even the chats that I've had with them and stuff, it's a different level, their coaching and that. And since when they've come in, I've learned a lot of them. And the way they see the game is a lot different to like what I've seen in recent times and that, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, talked about impressing people there. You certainly did that with your debut against Crawley, didn't you? Let's discuss that day. When did you find out you were going to be in the squad?
So, it was actually a bit of a mix-up. Like, I think 2 days before, the 21s had a game on Monday and I played on the Tuesday for the first team, but on the Sunday, a squad list got sent out for the 21s and I was in it. And I was thinking, like, oh, I'll be going to, I think, Peterborough it was, so there was a bit of a mix-up, and then later on that night it said I think Joe Bauress, Marcel Lewis and Seb Thompson will be needed for the first team, so obviously I was buzzing and then seeing what it was like and stuff. So and then on the Monday went into train with the first team and then just waiting to see if I'd be in the squad or not. And then obviously on the Tuesday morning we had a meeting, and then that's where I seen my name in the squad, and it was like all them years I've been working just for that moment. So yeah, it was an unreal experience.
I mean, it must have been some feeling being named in the squad, but then to actually get on the pitch, just try and describe those feelings when you were coming on.
Obviously, it was only a few minutes, but I can't really remember much because my head just went blank, obviously with adrenaline and stuff. But yeah, it was unreal. Like, just to share a pitch with the likes of Ashley Barnes, Anna Sarori and that, it was a good experience. One of the best I've had probably, yeah.
Who was there for you on the night? And your dad's been a massive supporter up and down the country, watching the 18s, 21s.
Yeah, definitely, because obviously my dad, for years, my dad and me one, been putting the miles in, haven't he? Like, hour here, hour back at like 10 at night and that, so I've got to thank them for a lot of it, and all the helping that he's done for me. But like the likes of like Matt Lowe and Ashley Barnes and Jack Cork and that on the night, they were really good and they were around me in the night, yeah.
And that night is obviously something you'll always remember. What have you got from the evening to capture it? Did you keep your shirt? Did you frame it?
Yeah, frame my shirt. And then obviously, like just the memories of it all. It was mad, all my family and friends being there. Yeah, it was an unreal experience, to be honest. And then after it, going into like the stadium and getting photos with my family and that, yeah, really good, yeah.
For someone as young as yourself, that must be just some experience overall, and must make you want to get more of that experience. You've got some years ahead of you, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I can't explain how good it was. So after you get a little taste of it, you want more of it, obviously. And there's a lot of competition in the team, and that's probably why we're doing so well. So yeah, obviously, hopefully by the end of the season or next season or the season after that, I've had a couple of more experience with them, definitely.
So yourself and Marcel came on that night. Charlie Casper named on the bench at Ipswich last weekend. This season we've really seen the academy pathways shine through, haven't we? And that's something that can only be beneficial to players like yourself.
Yeah, I think not only to myself but to the under 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s that can really see like the likes of me, Marcel, Chaz, and there's more training with us. So they've got like an inspiration and they know they're going to get a chance if they're good enough to get a chance. So I think that can really help the academy.
How close-knit is that bond between the academy and the first team now, and how much has that progressed this season especially?
Yeah, obviously with the new gaffer coming in and that being like a real change. So obviously the pitches out there, when you're young you build your way up, and there's a lot of people even from the 18s going over with the 21s, like 16s to 18s and that. So it's been a really bright season for all the academy, and I think now there's like the likes of me, Charlie, Marcel, Sassy, Ben Ward coming over with the first team, and that's only a good thing, and there'll be more in the future hopefully, yeah. And
you're still very much in touch with, friends with the 18s especially. Obviously I know that you dropped down to play in the FA Youth Cup.
Yeah.
It's just getting different experiences throughout the season for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously this season made me under 21 debut, which I was nervous for that and took it in my stride and played well in my debut, and then obviously become one of the more regular people in that team. And then what the 18s, like obviously they're people like Joe Ashton and that, they're Jack Rogers, they're people that I've been with for like 6 years here and stuff like that. So it was good to play with them in the Youth Cup, and then yeah, obviously we were unlucky against West Ham, but one of them.
Let's discuss your next steps then. Towards the end of this season, as we approach the second half, what are your aims for the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, obviously for the 21s, I want to like really put down my place in that, and then hopefully be one of the first names on the team sheet in that, and then if the time comes, obviously try and get on the bench or even involved with the first team as the extra man or something like that. It'd be brilliant for me.